My daughter got suspended for disrupting class for doubt she was correcting her teacher's math mistakes and documenting everything. My 10-year-old Emma has always been obsessed with numbers. She does multiplication tables for fun and asks for math workbooks as birthday presents. I thought I was raising a future engineer last Tuesday. I got a call from Lincoln Annapin asking me to pick Emma up immediately. She's been suspended for 3 days, the secretary said. Disruptive behavior and disrespecting authority. My Emma, the kid who apologizes to furniture when she bumps into it. When I arrived, the principal, Mrs. Foster, looked frazzled. Your daughter has been consistently interrupting Mr. Peterson's math lessons, she explained. She's undermining his authority and confusing the other students. Emma sat quietly in the corner, clutching a purple notebook. What exactly did she do? She keeps claiming Mr. Peterson is teaching incorrect methods. She argues with him in front of the class and tells other students to ignore his instructions. That sounded nothing like my daughter. Emma's more likely to double-check her own work 10 times than question an adult, Mrs. Foster sighed. Emma, tell your mother what you've been doing in math class. Emma opened her notebook, and my jaw dropped. She'd been keeping detailed records of every math lesson for 2 weeks. Each page had the date, the problem Mr. Peterson wrote on the board, his solution, and then her own work showing the correct answer. Mr. Peterson keeps making mistakes, Emma said quietly. Big ones. He taught us that 15 times 12 equals 150, but it's really 180. And yesterday he said you can't subtract a bigger number from a smaller number, but you can if you use negative numbers. I looked at her documentation page after page of errors, each one carefully copied from the board with her corrections written underneath. Emma, did you tell Mr. Peterson about these mistakes? I raised my hand the first few times, but he said I was wrong and needed to listen better. So I started writing them down to show you. Mrs. Foster looked uncomfortable. Even if there were minor calculation errors, questioning the teacher publicly is inappropriate behavior. Minor? I flipped through Emma's notebook. He told the class that 7 times 8 equals 54. That's not minor. Mr. Peterson has been teaching for 15 years. I am sure these are just misunderstandings. Emma pulled out another section of her notebook. I also wrote down the things he said about students who ask questions. He told Marcus that smart kids don't need to ask questions, and he told Sophia she was probably just not a math person when she couldn't understand his wrong explanation. My protective mama bear instincts kicked into overdrive. I want to speak with Mr. Peterson. Then let's go observe his class. Mrs. Foster tried to object, but I was already heading toward the 4th grade hallway with Emma behind me. We quietly slipped into the back of Mr. Peterson's classroom. He was teaching long division and had written a problem on the board. 144 divided by 12. His work showed the answer as 14. Emma tugged on my sleeve and whispered, "It's 12. Mr. Peterson noticed us and paused his lesson. Class, this is why we don't have interruptions. Some people think they know better than teachers. That's when 8-year-old Marcus raised his hand. Mr. Peterson, I used my calculator at home and 144 divided by 12 is 12, not 14. Marcus, calculators make mistakes. That's why we learn to do math with our brains. I cleared my throat. Actually, Mr. Peterson, Marcus is correct. 12 times 12 equals 144. The classroom went dead silent. Mr. Peterson's face turned red. I don't appreciate parents disrupting my classroom, and I don't appreciate teachers giving my daughter detention for being right. I pulled out my phone and used the calculator. 144 divided by 12 equals 12. Emma was correct to question this. Several students started whispering to each other. One girl raised her hand, so Emma wasn't being mean. She was trying to help us learn the right answers. Mr. Peterson looked like he wanted to disappear as the men in back to your seats. We'll continue this lesson tomorrow. After class, Mrs. Foster pulled me aside. I think there may have been some miscommunication. Emma's suspension is being reversed, I said, and I want to know how many other students have been told they're not math people because they couldn't understand